Actually make it harder to build rental housing than to build condos.
Richard Whitstock's company, Domus, developed this South Vancouver rental building, which, for all the demand for rentals in the city, is a feat he says took way too long.
This is the first rental building completed in Marpole, 65 units in 12 years, other than the station, right? So that's not success.
Whitstock says it's getting harder for young people to make a go of it in Vancouver, with housing demand outstripping supply. I'm walking on the city's Broadway corridor. Council passed the Broadway plan in June, in part to add more housing to this area, which stretches from Vine Street to Clark Street. While there have been hundreds of proposals submitted to City Hall, one councillor says not every idea is guaranteed to get built.
Certainly since the Broadway plan was approved and then enacted on September 1st, have really seen an increase in those challenging economic factors.
It's really a tale of a death by a thousand cuts. Definitely the rising interest rates, definitely the zoning constraints, the risk and the delay and the entire process of rezoning.
Right now we're in a little bit of a perfect storm because we've seen rapid cost inflation over the last year. It still takes 3 years to get a project like this in the ground.
The City of Vancouver tells City News in a statement it does have rental-only zoning, allowing up to 6 stories in commercial areas, and a housing pilot program allowing rental buildings next to schools, parks, and shops. And before the end of last year, it says the city approved over 12,000 rental homes since 2018, aiming to hit 20,000 approvals by 2027. But Whitstock and others say it needs to be faster.
Instead of making it go through this long, risky, arduous, and expensive rezoning process, they could be allowed to build by right, just like a detached house is allowed to be built by right and go straight to a development permit.
On Monday, BC announced a new permitting strategy to speed up housing approvals, but Whitstock doesn't expect it to have a major impact, since he says the issue lies with municipalities and their lengthy approval times.
We could shorten that from 30 to 36 months down to 18 months. That would make an enormous difference.
In Vancouver, Kier Junos, City News.